Welcome, folks, to Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. Easily one of the most passionate and still underrated environments in college football. This crowd ready to roar for the Utes. It can be a tough place for visitors to win. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Utes will kick this deep to start us off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. This home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. And he pulls in the catch. He moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on second down. Hands off to the left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Toss play to the outside. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. The Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Field goal try, no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Off the 52-yard miss, the offense will take over at their 35. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The offense going with the hurry up. First down. Looking to throw the football. Locates the tight end. It's complete. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to him. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the Utes looking to keep this drive rolling.
Look, I realize on any play call that's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The Utes are in the red zone. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Utah.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. He hands it to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he's got his man open downfield. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown.
By this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The first down loss is 2nd and long from the 17. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver makes the grab. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. Pass ball is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. We'll check that out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And this pass is caught, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
An empty backfield on 2nd and short. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
The 2nd down incompletion sets up 3rd and inches. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The ball is caught.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the quarter.
Utah 7, Michigan 0.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Utah offense takes the field. Can they keep it going? They mix the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Catch made down inside the 25. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. After that huge play, this offense is now in scoring position. They moved into the red zone quickly.
Boy, Chris, you wonder what the next play will be for this offensive coordinator. Anytime you hit a big play like that, you get into the red zone, there's a tendency to want to go after the jugular. Use that momentum to your advantage. Let's see what they call right here.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Utah. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 11. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Offense is back on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Here comes a handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain moves the ball to the 34. An important third down attempt for this offense. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Wood. He'll go down there after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the first.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. And the quarterback dropping back. Oh, and he can't hang on for a little screen pass there. That's going to bring up 3rd.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket, put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's got it for a big gain. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Sails it way high out of the end zone and incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
2nd down play coming up. The defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
Timeout, Utah.
Second and 10 here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw it again. Lets it go under heavy pressure. Takes a shot. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get him up with the interception.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Solid tackle, able to get him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Important 3rd down play coming up. That's a design quarterback keeper. Running with purpose. They keep the drive going. It's a 1st down at the 46.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Pass not complete. That play makes it 2nd and 10. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Utes.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Looking to scramble. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Utah. This offense really clicking. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the PAT is good. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They're in a hole here, and before they have a chance to regroup at halftime, let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to his receiver, who makes the grab. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Tries the right with a quick throw. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Out past the 30. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
The shotgun running play call. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. He's got it near the end zone. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime.
Timeout, Utah.
So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. This will likely be the last play of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors for a halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Utes offense takes the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the second half is a handoff. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. The Utes looking to run some tempo here. Takes the handoff. It's Williamson. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They go with a direct snap. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
They'll run it here. Fighting off the defender. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, they're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Finds room at the 30. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And the Utes looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Brings up third down.
Third down. Hit as he released it. Oh, that one's picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Second down after that previous play. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he lofts it deep over the middle. Pass caught down at the 20. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
They look to throw it here on second down. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
That sack makes it third down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Highland.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick throw to the left. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And the Utes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry out. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback. Incompletion sets up a second down. And he drops back in the gun. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Utah offense takes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Get some space around the 30. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 34. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. Utah 31.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
29 Philly. 2-9.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. And then first down, right back to the running game. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40. The Utes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. The catch is made inside the 10. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
The Utes trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. Touchdown, Utes. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PA. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over.
Michigan offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Wolverines come up to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a first down for the offense.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's picked off in the end zone.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute, and the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the Utah offense takes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground.
The ball carrier is the runner. He's brought down at 21. Second down coming up.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Catch made on the left side. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
And that's a first down.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. So the screen on 1st down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on 1st down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. Well, finally some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job for containing him until that play.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an example of why you don't give up on the running game. Even when you're not necessarily coming up with big carries, you're just kind of body blowing this defense, and eventually, bang, you're able to hit a big one here when it really matters.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory.
Got it.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Cricket.
They'll change the pre-snap look now.
Dino.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made by the tight end. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the 4th quarter. Run the ball, get out of Dodge, keep everybody healthy.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration.
play.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We can